Yeah.
Okay. So say your full name for us.
So my name is Pam Selle. I think I have quite a few programming heroes. I wouldn't call them heroes, I would prefer to call them mentors. I think I've learned a lot from Michael Ficarra. I learned a lot from Brian Lorensdorf, also known as Dr. Boolean. And there's so many people who I've learned a lot from. And I think it's all about, and Jafar Hussein and so many people. And it's all just about like being able to listen to people, and I don't know, I don't really like the idea of heroes. I like that we're all interesting people doing interesting stuff, and let's all talk about it. If I had to learn to program all over again, I would start using ergonomic equipment earlier. That's what I would do. But I mean, it's the same advice I give people who are learning now, and I think I did a decent job of this when I was learning, is don't be afraid to ask for help, and don't stay stuck for long. So that when you stay stuck and I call it the spiral of doom, and so you just keep going down a tunnel that for you it has no end, but if you just talk to another human being who knows what they're doing, you can get out of the spiral of doom and get back to doing the interesting stuff, and you won't burn out. And so that's the advice I generally give people learning to program. You know, the open source project that has the largest impact on my life is jQuery. And I think any JavaScript programmer who says something else is probably lying. But I mean, especially on the front end, it's the entry point into doing JavaScript on the client. Is you first start doing stuff with jQuery, and then you start wondering how that works, and then you start actually thinking about writing application code. And it's kind of that I want to call it training wheels, but really it's actually a very nice library that gets people into JavaScript. The most exciting thing in software right now, I'm going to pick two things because I'm a cheater. And so I'm going to pick reactive programming. So functional programming is a big thing right now, and it's big for a reason. It makes sense, and it's honestly related to the other thing I'm going to say, and the other thing is distributed computing. So we've got huge amounts of data, and you have to figure out how to use it, how to manipulate it, how to feed it out, feed it in, and functional programming and distributed systems are the things that allow us to do that. So I think those are the biggest and most interesting things happening in computing right now. I'm pretty happy with doing programming as my job, mostly because I'm still impressed people pay me to play with computers. I still love getting paid for it, don't get me wrong, and I'm about that. And I think building businesses is really fun, but you know, I love playing with computers. And so if I didn't play with computers with programming, I would probably do something else and be a writer or things like that. Did I do it just now on accident? All right. No, I'm not gonna do that. I'm just not.
You made two weird faces.
I made two weird faces by refusing to make a face. Yeah.
That's it. Mm-hmm. You're good.